G'day, Steve here from madaboutlead.com, coming back to you for day 2 of my 5-day challenge from the Perth 5-day lockdown. I've challenged myself to create 5 videos in 5 days. This is number 2, coming to you right now. A few weeks ago I made myself a Lazy Susan turntable. That's this little sucker here. I wanted the Lazy Susan for creating product video, so I can rotate the product around and film it on the camera. Now the problem is, we'll just zoom down here onto the table. No, I don't have a cameraman, so I'm it. There we go. We're on the Lazy Susan. Okay. The problem with the Lazy Susan using it manually is you've got to use like a push-pull method, and then the movement's very jerky. So you can see it with this, it's stop start, and it's really hard to get a flow happening. Now if we had the Lazy Susan motorized, then the rotation would be really smooth and even, and the video output would be a lot better. So I did a video a few weeks ago on this Taliesin Smart Tracking Pan Tilt. Now this is a device that hangs onto your tripod and will rotate the camera. Now I thought, what if I attached a pulley to that? I should be able to mount that sort of over here sort of thing, run a pulley back over to that, and then have my little Taliesin turn the turntable. Now with the Taliesin unit itself, I need to mount that onto a board, so that I've already drilled the hole in here, but also on the back I've just used a 16mm spade bit and just bored out enough of a hole or a recess in there so the head of the bolt can just sit in there like that, and just using the quarter inch mounting nut on the bottom of the Taliesin, just screw that up, basically hand tight, should do the trick. You've got the retaining nut on the top here where I'm going to use a pulley. I sort of found this thing floating around in the yard. My sister would probably kill me because I knocked it off of her little laundry trolley. I reckon I can make a nice pulley out of this. So I've just taken the rubber tyre off of the wheel, and we're going to mount that on top of the Taliesin and just use its little retaining nut thing here. That's nice and tight. I need to put a bit of space in between the mounting box for the Lazy Susan and this base plate. So this bit of wood, plywood here, that should do the trick. We'll slide that up onto there. Now we need to make a belt. So to make the belt, I'm just going to use some 4mm, this is called shock cord. If you remember, I've got this little rim floating around here that I've made, so the shock cord belt will go around there, and we'll just pull that up around there, and that should be about the right length. Now to join that together, pretty simple. I'm just going to use a bit of shrink tube, poke the belt into there and take it up to around about the halfway mark. So that's about halfway there, so I'll hold that. Now I'll get the other end and we'll poke this into here so you can't feel any gap in between the two ends. Now as I say, that's just shrink tube, so if I hold it sort of like that, that'll stop the stop it from slipping. Then I can get a little blowtorch here and just heat that up. And just make sure my ends are nice and done. That should do the trick. So now I'm just going to feed that around the rim so it sits on those plastic bits that I showed earlier, and maybe just rotate this around a bit So we're just on the cord, and there we go. Voila, she's on there. So now we can see if it works. On the back of the Tellson, we've got a little thing. We'll turn that on. The blue light's showing, so we've got that on. I need to turn on my little remote device here, and look at that. We've got it rotating around. So it's a little bit slow, but it is even. So I'm not too worried about that because I can speed up the rotation in the video editing software. Essentially, that's it for this video. It's just made out of a few parts just lying around the house. But what I'd like to do, and this will be my next video challenge, is I might reuse the Tellson unit down here. It'd be nice to have something that I could rotate the product around vertically like this, rather than flat on the turntable. I did think about just putting something on there, but I think it'd be better if I just had something a bit tighter. So day 3 of my 5-day challenge will be to make up another bracket to go onto the Tellson Smart Track Pan Tilt to rotate product around on that. So we'll see you back then. Have a nice day. Bye.